Okay, hello everyone, and welcome to our January 7th board meeting. It's hard to believe, but it's our organizational meeting again. So, I've never done this before, so I'm just going to kind of go down here. So we have, my name's Elaine, and I will serve as president to open the meeting, and now we're going to do oath of office. We have two board members being sworn in tonight by our Honorable Mayor, Mr. Brubaker. We have Mr. Len Hauser and Mr. and Mrs. Annie Karstarf being sworn in, so.
Let's go first. All right. Andy, you have the honor, of course you do. Yes.
What term is this for you, Annie? Third?
This is my fourth.
Fourth, okay.
Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your... She sees this every day, so... You okay?
Yes.
I state your name.
I, Annie Karstoffen,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly
that
swear
I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
of the United States
of the United States
and the Constitution
and the Constitution
of the State of Ohio,
of the State of Ohio,
and that I will faithfully
and that I will faithfully
and impartially
and impartially
discharge the duties
discharge the duties
of Board of Education
of the
member
Board of Education members
of the Board of Education
of the Board of Education
of the Elyria City School
of the
District,
Elyria City School District,
Elyria,
Elyria,
Lorain County, Ohio,
Lorain County, Ohio,
to the best of my ability
to the best of my ability
and in accordance
and in
with
accordance
the laws
with the laws
now in effect
now in effect
and hereafter
and hereafter
to be enacted
to be enacted
during my continuance
during my continuance
in said office,
in said office,
and until
and until
my successor
my successor
is elected
is elected
and qualified.
and qualified.
Congratulations.
I'll let you memorize that, right? Len, you just memorized that, right?
Yeah, I have
Got
to
it,
do it
yeah.
verbatim, right?
Thank you. Thank you. I can frame it for you if you want.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if you wanted to ask him the same question. How many terms?
Oh, how many terms?
This is my second term.
Very good.
Yes.
Raise your right hand. I state your name.
I, Len Hauser,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United
and the
States
Constitution of the State of Ohio,
and the Constitution of the State of
and
Ohio,
that I will faithfully,
and that I will faithfully,
impartially
discharge my duties
as board member
as board member
of the Board of Education
of the Board of
of the
Education
City of Elyria School District,
of the City of Elyria School District,
Elyria,
Elyria,
Lorain County, Ohio,
Lorain County, Ohio,
to the best of my ability,
to the best of my ability
and in accordance
and in
with
accordance
the laws
with the laws
now in effect
now in effect
and hereafter to be enacted
and hereafter to be enacted
during my continuance in said office
during my continuance in said
and
office
until
and until
my successor
my successor
is elected
is elected
and qualified.
and qualified.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Do we date that anywhere? No, we're happy.
Okay, there you go.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Okay, moving along, I'd like to call the meeting to order. Madam Treasurer, please call the roll.
Ms. Garstarfen?
Here.
Mr. Gebhardt?
Here.
Mr. Hauser?
Here.
Mr. Parker?
Here.
Mrs. Seguin?
Here. Okay, all rise for our Pledge of Allegiance, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, now we're going to call for nominations for our officers. Do we have a motion for office of... How do we do this?
Nomination.
Or nomination for president.
Madam Pro Temp, I would like to nominate Ms. Elaine Seguin for president.
Second.
Okay, do we have a motion to approve Elaine Seguin as president for calendar year 2026.
So moved.
We just kind of, are we doing this right?
That's
Okay.
right.
Okay.
You're right. We need a second.
Second.
Okay. Madam Treasurer, please call the roll.
Ms. Karstoffen?
Aye.
Mr. Hauser?
Aye.
Mr. Gebhardt?
Aye.
Mr. Parker?
Aye.
Mrs. Segwin?
Aye, motion carries. And now we need a nomination for Vice President.
Madam Pro Temp, I would like to nominate Mr. Mike Gebhardt for Vice President.
Do we have a second? Do we need a second? Or I don't even know if we need a second for that.
I
Okay.
think we voted.
Yeah, we just vote, so,
Unless
okay.
anyone else is.
So do we have a
No second
motion
on it.
for nomination for Mike Gebhardt?
Motion.
Do we have a second?
Second.
Madam Treasurer, please call the roll.
Mr. Hauser?
Aye.
Mr. Parker?
Aye.
Ms. Karstoffen?
Aye.
Mr. Gebhardt?
Aye.
Mrs. Segwin?
Aye, motion carries. Okay, so assumption of chair, I assume we're just, are you moving?
We have to move, dude.
Oh, Andy.
Are you officially moving? You don't have to move.
Well-
Do you have to move?
No.
They just have to slide the little thing
Just
out there. I always
sliding.
want to sit next to Ann.
There you go, yes. The
You want to
important
sit next to Mike?
What's
You
it?
want Mike to sit here?
He likes to be the rose
He
between
likes-
two Anns.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's perfect right there.
Mike's trying to get away from me.
All
He's
right.
doing it pretty fast.
Sit down and do this.
All right, let's
All
get
right.
down to business.
Okay, so moving along, lots of business items. The board, in order that each Board of Education meeting be orderly and well-managed, the Elyria Board of Education annually adopts Robert's Rules of Order. Robert's Rules of Order will serve as the guidelines for all board meetings, whether they are work sessions, business meetings, or special meetings. Then we also have attached the board meeting schedule to establish regular board meeting dates on the first and third Wednesday of the month, except where noted, unless changed by formal action of this board, per enclosure F3. Student teachers, be it resolved that the authority is given to the superintendent or designee to approve agreements with universities and colleges to place student teachers and field experienced students in the Elyria City School Districts during the calendar year 2026. Reading of the minutes. Be it resolved by the Board of Education of the Elyria City School District that the authority be hereby given to waive the formal reading of the minutes of previous meetings at a regular Board of Education meeting during calendar year 2026. Board Service Fund, to authorize the treasurer to establish the Board Service Fund in the general fund in the amount of $20,000. This is for the purpose of paying expenses of the Board of Education for calendar year 2026. To approve the appointment of the following law firms to represent the Elyria Board of Education and its administration in matters deemed appropriate for legal services during the calendar year 2026, and those are listed below. Public records training, to appoint the treasurer as the board's designee for public records training on behalf of all board members, according to the Ohio Revised Code. And then to approve the appointment of Board of Education members for the following committee and board assignments. I can send you those. I'll send you those, Colleen, so you can update everything.
All right, perfect.
Let's see, so now we just need a motion to approve the items recommended by the president.
I'll make the motion.
Do we have a second?
Second.
Madam Treasurer, please call the roll.
Mr. Gebhardt?
Aye.
Ms. Karstoffen?
Aye.
Mr. Hauser?
Aye.
Mr. Parker?
Aye.
Mrs. Segwin?
Aye, motion carries. So we have no presentations tonight. Visitors' comments,
Nobody signed up.
I'll just read, since it's our first meeting of the year, so it's on record, I'll read this quickly. The school board encourages and appreciates citizen interest in meetings of the Board of Education. Normally, the board will meet twice during the month and will make accommodations to allow public participation. Persons wishing to address the board for up to 5 minutes may place their name on a sign-in sheet at least 5 minutes prior to the start of the meeting, indicating the topic they wish to address, or make a written request to the treasurer's office 1 week in advance of the board meeting to speak for up to 10 minutes. Each meeting participant will be invited to speak directly to the board so that their remarks may be clearly heard and questions may be asked. Okay, moving along, the meeting minutes from the December 10th meeting had been posted. Do we have a motion to approve the board meeting minutes?
So moved.
Do we have a second?
Second.
Madam Treasurer, please call the roll.
Ms. Karstoffen?
Aye.
Mr. Hauser?
Aye.
Mr. Gebhardt?
Aye.
Mr. Parker?
Aye.
Mrs. Segwin?
Aye, motion carries. And looks like we have a lot of treasurer action items.
Yes, we do. Okay. To approve the standard mileage rate for the calendar year 2026 established by the IRS. I believe it went up to 72 cents, but please don't quote me on that. But we will be doing the IRS rate for mileage. To authorize the treasurer of Elyria City School Districts to seek advances during the 2026 calendar year from Lorraine County Auditor as they become available. To approve the resolution to authorize the treasurer or designee to act as an agent for the Board of Education to file and sign real estate tax complaints for the calendar year 25 to be heard in calendar year 26. And to express appreciation and acknowledgement to all the following donations. I will not read them all, but it does not mean they're not important. Thank you very much for all the following donations. And that is it for the action items.
Okay. Do we have a motion to approve the treasurer action items?
So moved. Second.
Madam Treasurer, please call the roll.
Mr. Parker?
Aye.
Mr. Gebhardt?
Aye.
Ms. Karstoffen?
Aye.
Mr. Hauser?
Aye.
Mrs. Segwin?
Aye, motion carries. Treasurer other.
To approve the 2025-2026 tax budget and forward it to the Lorraine County Budget Commission for their consideration before January 20th, 2026, as presented and placed on file. And that is it. I have the tax budget. It's going to be posted online. It's going to be sent to the county. And if there's any questions or anything you want to talk about, now's the time. That's it.
Okay, do we have a motion to approve treasurer other?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Please call the roll.
Ms. Karstoffen?
Aye.
Mr. Parker?
Aye.
Mr. Gebhardt?
Aye.
Mr. Hauser?
Aye.
Mrs. Segwin?
Aye, motion carries. Okay, treasurer report.
I do have a small report. I'm not going to get too into the weeds because we're going to have a presentation on February 4th, so I don't want to get anybody too excited about that. But I do want to let everybody know that the property tax reform did pass. There were 5 bills that came through that I gave you guys a nice little sheet, kind of explains what the 5 bills are, but I wanted to let you know that the property valuations, House Bill 124, 129, 186, 309, and 335 has passed. They are law now. Property tax growth will be more limited. It's going to affect the school district's revenue coming in. The main one limits on revenue growth for House Bill 129. This revises the 20 mil floor calculation and restricts fixed sum levies, reducing the ability districts to realize revenue increases for following appraisals. So what that does is all the fixed sum levies that we did have is now included into the 20 mil floor, and it knocks us off of the floor. So we will not be seeing that growth. It is anticipated to be about $750,000 a year moving forward. So that was a big one that affected us out of these 5 House bills. And then another thing that happened to us last month was the science of reading reimbursement. The state made everybody do a science of reading. All the teachers participate in that. We all got reimbursed for that. Everybody that did it, we had to pay for it, the school district, and then we sent it to the state, and the state turned around and reimbursed us for that. The state's budget didn't budget all of the expenses, and last month went to school districts and took some of that back. So they took over $20,000 back from that science of reading that we paid for all the teachers. So we got hit again on that. There will be more information in February. We'll have a presentation. I will also be doing my 5-year forecast presentation in February because it is not due anymore in May. It is now due at the end of February. So I'll be talking more about it, but I wanted to let you know that the property tax reform did pass. And that's it.
Okay, thank you, Colleen. Okay, superintendent action items.
Thank you. First of all, to approve the contract for the Special Olympics Secretary/Treasurer. This is one of our building support associates, Giselle, over at the Village. who is taking that position over this year, and we welcome her in there. Also to approve the easement for Martin's Run lateral as detailed in the enclosure, and we do have some guests here if anyone has any questions. I'll get through this first, and then if you do have questions. Also, to approve the National Youth Advocate Program contract for the 25-26. That is a counseling service that some of our kids use. And that concludes my action items.
Okay, do we have a motion to approve the superintendent's action items?
So moved.
Second.
Please call the roll.
Mr. Gebhardt?
Aye.
No questions, Mr.
Actually, yeah, can you just explain to the greater good what we're talking about with the easement, Rick?
Well, there's a ditch that runs along the western edge of the Crestwood property that eventually crosses over Griswold and goes under the highways there. That is Martin's Run lateral that eventually connects over to Martin's Run ditch off of Murray Ridge there. We've had some issues in the past with flooding on the ditch in a heavy rain event. And we've discovered that all the roof water from the parking lots and the roof of Crestwood flowed to the ditch. And as it tries to enter in some culvert pipes and into the ditch, it goes around a couple of bends. It starts to back up right there at the end of at the southern end of Amaryllis, and that'll back up into some of the houses, the rear buildings over on Manor Drive. So in order to alleviate some of that flooding, we're proposing to, or the Soil and Water is proposing on excavating an area, I think it's about 300 feet, I think it is, back and shape that so that it is a gentle slope that goes out about 16 feet from the ditch and just create some storage area for the water so that rather than backing up into the properties, it'll collect there and then disperse out as the under normal conditions then. So the area, it's going to take away some of the property from mowing because you won't have to maintain that area. The vegetation that we put in there was the type that doesn't have to be mowed, and we're asking for the easement to get on the property to perform that work, and then also to be able to maintain that work. I believe the actual entrance to do the work will be coming in off of Amaryllis, I believe, so they won't be going across the school property to get to it. So.
It's not a retention pond.
No, it's just kind of a sloped area from nothing down to the bottom of the ditch, over 16 feet, so it'll be a gentle slope, not a, the kids are over there, it's not something like they're gonna fall into or anything like that.
It doesn't have to be fenced.
Right, no,
Okay.
no. And it won't, it'll only hold water during a rain event. It won't, once it drains off, then there won't be any more water in there than there normally is on there. But we've had issues for a long time with the flooding. So this is kind of step one in an overall plan of remediating the issues there. So.
Okay, thank you. Does anyone else have questions?
Just want to let you know that Brian and I worked with the township in crafting the language for the easement, and we were able to discuss the terms and make some revisions, and they were very cooperative. Good.
Good.
Okay, thank you. All right, so now please call the roll.
Mr. Gebhardt?
Aye.
Ms. Karstoffen?
Aye.
Mr. Hauser?
Aye.
Mr. Parker?
Aye.
Mrs. Segwin?
Aye, motion carries. Okey doke. Our superintendent other, is that where I'm at?
Yes, and personnel action items, so I'll go
Personnel
ahead with
action.
those. First of all, to approve the resignation of the following classified staff as listed below. To approve the appointment of the following classified staff as described below. To approve the resignation of the following certified staff. Jacob is the school nurse over at the village. Also to approve the appointment of the following certified staff. We have 5 new daily substitutes and an ELL tutor that is grant funded. Also to approve the retirement of certified staff as detailed below. Teresa Pollock. Teresa taught, I think, a good chunk of her days were at Franklin Elementary and then became a title teacher at Westwood Elementary most recently, and she has 26 years in the Elyria schools, so we wish her well in her retirement as of June 1st. Also to approve the following athletic supplemental contracts for district certified and classified staff for non-district coaches, volunteer wrestling coach, as you can see, and that concludes my personnel action items.
Okay, do we have a motion to approve superintendent personnel action items?
A motion to approve.
Do we have a second?
Second.
Madam Treasurer, please call the roll.
Mr. Hauser?
Aye.
Ms. Karstoffen?
Aye.
Mr. Gebhardt?
Aye.
Mr. Parker?
Aye.
Mrs. Segwin?
Aye, motion carries. Do you have a report?
Just a quick one. First of all, just an add-on on what Colleen mentioned about the passing, or about the pulling out of the Science of Reading money. I did, and we have a meeting this Friday again with the legislators, with the superintendents, but I did let our legislators, specifically Gail Manning, know about this, and she did talk to the Ohio Department of Education and Workforce and the State Board of Ed. Bottom line, in their mind, the average poll was 10 grand. Obviously, ours was double that. But when you're making $9 million worth of cuts, $20,000 is a lot of money. And the fact that they did not budget appropriately and we had to incur that cost doesn't sit well, and we made sure that they knew that in their planning. Also, Happy New Year, everyone. I can't believe we're saying Happy New Year. But as a follow-up, and I've been trying to, Colleen and I have been trying to give somewhat of an update, but we are getting closer to finalizing our reduction plan, which we'll present on February 4th. I don't know that unless you live it and understand all the layers and the certifications and the fact that there will be displacements and reductions in forces depending on how that all goes. It's just every layer of the onion you peel back, you find 5 more things you have to address, and it's a very tedious work to do, but yet we want to make sure that we hear everyone, and we've met with the union. We're meeting again with both memberships to go through the legal opinions that our attorneys have prepared for us on reduction of administrators, classified and certified employees. I feel it's very important that we do it right, and obviously I know that sounds so simplified, but it is such an important process to get right and to make sure we're doing everything we can to do what's needed to be done. Also, we'll get you the draft as soon as we can as well. Also on January 16th and 17th, Amy, correct me if I'm wrong, The Hope and Heartache of a Diner. It's one-act plays from Eastern Heights Middle School Drama Club, or is it the elementary? Middle school, okay. At 7 p.m. on those 2 nights, the 16th and 17th. I believe that's Martin Luther King weekend, holiday weekend. So that is at the Performing Arts Center, Amy? Yes. So I've gone to several of the Eastern Heights, whether it's elementary or middle school. They do a great job, fun to watch. As always, our staff and our students are so talented. I can't even think about doing those kinds of things back when I was in middle school or elementary. So It's a great job, Charlene Hartley and additional staff members working on that, and we thank them for that. We are going to, just as an update, move the February 4th meeting to the Performing Arts Center. It was a request that I believe Mr. Parker brought up, and this room has a small, kind of a smaller capacity, but we know a lot of our staff and some community members may want to be present for the reduction plan presentation. So that will be moving, and other than that, I'm trying to think. I think that might be it. That we have a lot of sporting events and robotics tournaments and things going on, so please look at the schedule. We had a great game last night and beat Amherst in basketball. I think this Friday is at Midview, and I know we have a girls' game coming up. I believe it's Saturday, but I'd have to check. It's all online in the calendar. Boys and girls wrestling doing very well. I think the girls' wrestling team has won several tournaments, bigger tournaments, as well as the middle school wrestling team, boys and girls. So a lot of great things happening in Elyria, as always, and I encourage everyone to get out and see what wonderful things our staff and students are doing. So, thank you.
Thank you. Okay, Board of Education, does anybody have anything?
Thank you guys for coming tonight. Didn't have many questions, but thank you anyways.
All right, executive session, I don't know what to read.
I don't think, oh, do we have one?
Be for the purpose of considering charges brought against a regulated individual.
Do we have a motion for an executive session
I'll make the motion.
for what Howard said?
Second.
Please call the roll.
Mr. Gebhardt?
Aye.
Mr. Parker?
Aye.
Ms. Karstoffen?
Aye.
Mr. Hauser?
Aye.
Ms. Segwin?
Aye. Motion carries. We will head off.